because players come onto that pitch. Tom Cleverley, as I mentioned before, was exceptional. Lovely habit of passing the ball to his own team. And just the comeback is just typical of Manchester United. I think it's exactly what they do. I mean, you know, never give up. Ashley Young, I must admit, I was impressed with him as well. He's got wonderful delivery like that. Very, very similar to the ball of David Silva. And when that ball comes in at that sort of height, that sort of pace, it's difficult to defend. It's a goalkeeper's nightmare. Sometimes you just have to acknowledge the ball as well, Gary. You're a defender. I'm sure you're looking at the defensive side. I acknowledge what a great ball that is.
No, both were great balls from the free kicks from Silva and from Ashley Young. I think when your defenders get split up like they did, I don't think it was Edwin Dzeko didn't get back in. I think that's where the problem occurs. But the great balls and difficult for goalkeepers, they can't come for those.
Fair to say the second goal, Gary, had you absolutely purring, didn't it?
I think this is as good as it gets in terms of football. I think it summed up the second half. I think Cleverley set the tone in midfield for the whole second half. The interplay is driven past De Jong. They just don't stay with the runners. I mean, he continually little passes, and it's just brilliant. This little bit of this pass now from Cleverley to Nani is absolutely fantastic, and it's a great finish. But you know, Cleverley sets the tone for the whole second half. I thought with his passing, getting to players. And I think this final touch from him is brilliant there.
And Nani as well, the explosion. As he plays it, he's not content to just stand still. Look, he plays this ball in and he's off. And he thinks, I might get this next one here, a little third man run. Lovely, lovely first touch of his right foot and just a lovely slide in with his
Could
left.
Cleverley solve a problem for Sir Alex, being linked with Wesley Sneijder still and others? Is Cleverley the answer?
He could be, because one thing he won't, if he can't get value in the market, he won't panic. And you see somebody like Tom Cleverley today and he'll be thinking, do I need to go into the market? Because he's got a young player, homegrown, desperate to do well, great attitude, and he showed in the second half, to be honest with you. I think that he's capable, temperament-wise, to play at this level, and that's important when you're playing in these big matches. Have you got the temperament to perform in these huge games? And he showed it in the second half. He had, and he tackled, he got about Yaya Toure. I think City, I have to say, they will be better for this game. They looked a little bit leggy. I think Ray mentioned it in the commentary, but United looked really sharp throughout the whole match, and certainly Tom Cleverley was outstanding in the second half.
I think last year would have done him the world of good to go and play in the Premier League at Wigan. You see it so often. All the great players have gone on loan somewhere, one way or another. So for him to get that valuable experience, and he has a lovely habit. All good midfield players, it's like their heads on a swivel. They can see everything that's around them. You know, every time the ball comes, they've got a picture where the ball's going to go next, and he has that attribute. He's going to be a good player. Whether he's the answer,